seem to be timed well. He's making the batsman work for his money. He knows every run stopped counts. Nicely sent back with a strong flexing action. Driven it to the mid-wicket fielder on the leg side. No runs added. He's going over the wicket for a shift in tempo. The batsman presses forward in defence. Poor fielding. More runs added to the batting side. There's no stopping that turf wrecker. 4 runs it is. Catch! 4 off the over's last ball. An off spinner. Will the bails be spinning off soon, we wonder? More changes to the field as the batsman looks on. The bowler is ready to bowl around the wickets. This will be interesting. The batsman presses forward in defence. He's played right into the fielder's hands. Wickets tumbling at the other end. Hope he can survive the initial few deliveries. He watches the ball so closely and attacks it straight down. The fielders are pulling out all the stops. By making all the stops, he knows every run stopped counts. Nicely set. It looks like it's going all the way, and it does. 4. This is an absolute ripper of a ball. It has sent the bails flying all around. Brilliant bowling effort. That's some quick wickets from them. A really special innings needed from him to pull him over the finish line. The change. They're closing in for a defeat. Looks like they have to pull something special to turn. A solid defence to a great ball. Some aggressive defence there from the fielding side. He's forced him to play that down. Calculated bowling. Plays it brilliantly onto the leg side, but finds the fielder. Steps out his front foot and defends that beautifully. With a hop, skip and a jump of the ropes. 4 to the batsman. Off the starting blocks with a safe play. Exquisite timing so far. Will this be a hat-trick boundary? Four more runs to end the over. That was spotted so quickly. Well fielded in the end. He returns a very good throw back to the stumps. That's a quick bit of legwork from these two. four, using his feet superbly. Lovely shot. Exquisite timing so far. Will this be a hat-trick boundary? Another four. The bowler has used all... A swing and a miss. The batsman got luckier there. A big slip up from the batsman at the crease. It would have been unlucky if he had gone out in this fashion. Excellent delivery from the bowler, but defended beautifully in the end by the batsman. Well fielded. He knows every run stopped counts. Nicely sent back with a strong flexing action. He jumps back to safety. Was he in time? The fielding unit has aided in the early breakthrough here. A new batsman walking in. Hope he can save his team's hopes. Oh, what a delivery. He's racing down the ground, and the ball gets returned. That's committed fielding. He dives wildly back to the crease. Is he out? The ball slams into the stumps, but they've made it in time. No run out. A fine double that'll push the tally ahead.
Bowlers!
It's sayonara with that delivery. A four off the last ball. The fielder is all over it. He has to run hard on this one to be safe. The fielder sees eye to eye with the bowler and flings it true. He goes for a solid defence this time. The ball is not stopping for anyone. Tough opposition for the batting side, and that's some fine running between the wickets. A sturdy effort from the fielder there. Well thrown. He's forced him to play that block. Out, says the umpire, and huge celebrations from the fielding unit. The batsman's going to ask to review that decision. The DRS review will be risky here for this ball. He is the new man in. He should stick to the team plan and anchor the innings. An absolute scamster of a ball completely fools the batsman. Took the pace off the ball with that. Good effort from the fielding unit. He gets in a sharp throw to save some extra runs. That was some sensational stuff to watch from the fielder. They're making the batsmen fight for every run. Good show by the fielders. Driven it to the mid-wicket fielder on the leg side. And it's gone for a 4. Off the over's last ball. The bowler has completely bamboozled the batsman. Sailed right into waiting hands. It's a sad walk back for the batsman. He's misread that ball completely. An unfortunate duck out. He just has to stick to the basics and play his natural game here. He had less than a second to throw himself. Catapults it right back to the crease. Good throw. That was well judged by the fielder. Opening the tally with a quick single. Good effort from the fielding unit. They need to keep this. The fielder sees eye to eye with the bowler and flings it true. That's right in the slot, and he's played it with good defence. Well bowled, nothing conceded. Steps out his front foot and defends that beautifully. The ball has pierced the fielders all the way. That's 2 boundaries in quick succession. Can he make it a triple? A deadly kiss goodbye to the bowler's last ball. Farewell by 4. The fielder is all over it. Well fielded in the end. He returns a very good throw back to the stumps. Steps out his front foot and defends that beautifully. Such a perfect length from the bowler. The batsman was in 2 minds there. But sadly, no damsels or fours saved today. 4 off the over's last ball. Aggressive defence there from the fielding side. Well fielded in the end. He returns a very good throw back to the stumps. No need to run for it. What a hit by the batsman. That's beautifully swept by the batsman. That's absolutely magnificent. And he doesn't seem to be stoppable here. Two's company, but three's a hat-trick. Can he do it? The ball might as well be invisible. What a miss. That was spotted so quickly by the field. Well fielded in the end. He returns a very good throw back to the stumps. Runs it is. That's a very good knock from the batsman. Some fancy footwork there. Pays off with a 4. He's racing down the ground, and the ball gets returned. That's committed fielding. The batsman might be in trouble here. He has to push to stay on. Steps out his front foot and defends that beautifully. A clever one that left no room for the batsman. Dot ball. A solid defence to a great ball. Steps out his front foot and defends that beautifully. Steps out his front foot and defends that beautifully. He's blocked it straight down into the pitch. A good block to a challenging delivery. That's right in the slot, and he's played it with good defence. That was well judged by the fielder. He knows every run stopped counts. Nicely sent back with a strong flexing action. The ball races away to the boundary. Swept away in a frenzy. That's in the slot and has... Another 4. The bowler has used all the weapons in his armoury, but nothing is working. Will he make it 3 boundaries in a row here? It's sayonara with that delivery. A 4 off the last ball. He's forced him to play that down. Calculated bowling. He goes for a solid defence this time. A good variation there, forcing the batsman to defend once again. They get nada. Well bowled. He's forced him to play that block. The batsman presses forward in defence. Excellent delivery from the bowler, but defended beautifully in the end by the batsman. A solid defence to a great ball. He's racing down the ground, and the ball gets returned. He's got a great arm and knows how to use it. What a throw! Couldn't have added more grace to it. Exquisite timing so far. Will this be a hat-trick boundary? Another 4. The bowler has used all the weapons in his armoury, but nothing is working. Another 4. The bowler has used all the weapons in his armoury, but nothing is working. Nice work to bring up the 50 partnerships in this innings. A deadly kiss goodbye to the bowler's last ball. Farewell by 4. He is on a poor spell here. He has to pick up his game from now on and try and look for some wickets. Brilliant knock by these two batsmen. The 100 partnership comes up. He didn't learn that novelty from the coach. And he doesn't seem to be stoppable here. Steps out his front foot and defends that beautifully. And he doesn't seem to be stoppable here. He goes for a solid defence this time. The batsman presses forward in defence. The batsman presses forward in defence. The batsman presses forward in defence. He's blocked it straight down into the pitch. A good block to a challenging delivery. Steps out his front foot and defends that beautifully. That's right in the slot, and he's played it with good defence. Was a close one. A fine century by the batsman, with runs coming from all around the ground. That's 2 boundaries in quick succession. Can he make it a triple? Nice work to bring up the 50 partnerships in this innings. He's forced him to play that down. Calculated bowling. The batsman presses forward in defence. The batsman presses forward in defence. Well bowled. He's forced him to play that block. The batsman opting to play it safe on that one. No runs. The batsman presses forward in defence. The batsman presses forward in defence. The batsman never saw that one coming. What a ball! A good length from the bowler. That's a fine delivery. The batsman makes contact with nothing but air. A good effort from the fielding unit. The fielder sees eye to eye with the bowler and flings it true. But he blocks it with flair. This might be close. The batsman goes for the dive. He has to stick to his basics and not give away his wicket here. That's a loose delivery from the bowler. That's a clear no ball. They're making the batsman well fielded in the end. He returns a very good throw back to the stumps. That attack wasn't just meant for the stumps. What a body shot! What a way to save the boundary. That was a well-timed dive.
Bowler!
What a block! Amazing speed and reaction time from the fielder. Catapults it right back to the crease. Good throw. Tough opposition for the batting side in this outfield. A wild swinging delivery. The batsman is in real trouble now. The ball has pierced the fielders all the way. The batsman never saw that one coming. What a ball! A deadly kiss goodbye to the bowler's last ball. Farewell by 4. And he doesn't seem to be stoppable here. A perfect delivery. It has deceived the batsman completely. The fielders are pulling out all the stops. That's a good throw by the fielder, getting right back at the stumps. Between the pair. That's good running. Excellent delivery from the bowler, but defended beautifully in the end by the batsman. Leaves the batsman totally baffled. Excellent delivery. The batting side are no doubt getting frustrated. Well bowled. He's forced to play that block. Such an intimidating swing. That's a good throw by the fielder, getting right back at the stumps. The ball is not stopping for anyone. It's slogged to deep mid-wicket region with some power hitting. That's 2 boundaries in quick succession. Can he make it a triple? Another 4. The bowler has used all the weapons in his armoury, but nothing is working. He's making the batsman work for his money. A spirited, an impressive stint by both batsmen. He knows every run stopped counts. Nicely sent back with a strong... He's blocked it straight down into the pitch. A good block to a challenging delivery. Plays it brilliantly onto the leg side, but finds the fielder. Excellent delivery from the bowler, but defended beautifully in the end by the batsman. Nicked the bat. Bowler overstepped the line there. Couldn't have added more grace to it. another four. The bowler has used all the weapons in his armoury, but nothing is working. A beautiful delivery, and it swings through the line. The batsman presses forward in defence. A good effort from the fielding unit. He knows every run stopped counts. Nicely sent back with a strong flexing action. They're making the batsmen fight for every run. Good show by the fielders. Driven it to the mid-wicket fielder on the leg side. No runs added. Sensational stuff. Stopped a definite boundary with his fielding effort. Good effort from the fielding unit. He gets in a sharp. Great line and length once again. No runs off that one. Some fancy footwork there. Pays off with a four. Quicker to reach 150 as well. What a knock. That's two boundaries in quick succession. Can he make it a triple? Four runs to end the over. It's the end of the day's play. Hope there's a comeback for the team on the next day's play.